All right, Torria, first off, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We go way back. We've done lots of things together, and I was excited to get you here and highlight you and the amazing things that you do.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, and I appreciate you for always thinking of me.
Always. Let's go. Well, first off, talk to us about your background and your journey that has led you to where you are now.
So my background, I left Houston in 2007 after graduating high school at Westfield High School. And my dreams were to become a nationally syndicated radio personality and a TV personality. And so I went to Clark Atlanta University. I started out studying radio, TV, film, and then it didn't really work out because I had an internship that my advisor found out about, and she was like, "Oh, I'm putting you in the PR department." I was like, PR? I know what PR stood for. I'm thinking Puerto Rico, right? What's up? We going on vacation? Right, exactly. So I eventually, I understood her vision slowly but surely, and she told me, she said, "You'll thank me later for putting you in the PR department." And so for about 18 years, I kind of stood behind the scenes making everybody's dreams come true, and I'm grateful to God that He's trusted me with some visions that only I could dream of. But He also promised me I didn't forget about your initial dreams of TV and radio. And so here I am on TV, 18 years after changing my major at Clark Atlanta University. So He never forgets about your dreams and goals. It's just about timing.
That's good. That's so good. What are, just thinking about your journey, maybe can you give us a couple of highlights or dope moments? Maybe like, man, Chip, this was crazy, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have, again, I'm very grateful because for this to have been for PR to have been a career that just kind of was sprung on me. It was God's divine orders, obviously. But we worked with some pretty dope people. So even getting a call from Jamie Foxx's team, and they wanted us to do an event, and we only had 2 hours to do the event. And when I asked his team, I said, "How did y'all hear about little old us?" And they go, "Oh, Beyonce's team told us about y'all." And I said, "Beyonce? Lord, I must be doing something right." So that was one of those wow moments. And then, of course, I would never forget about George Floyd Funeral Services. We handled the PR and coordination for all 4 of his services. And at that time, I had never done a funeral before. I didn't go to view bodies and stuff. That was not what I was doing at all. I liked happy stuff, But I definitely respected that God put us in that position, and we pleased His family, and that was the biggest part.
That's good. Okay.
Just thinking business-wise, because I know you gave us some highlights, but I know behind the scenes, you multiple things. I mean, even within the last couple of days, 4 or 5 of just multiple things. Let's hit on some business strategies that may have helped you become successful.
Really and truly, the business strategies that I live by, and that's to my core, is keeping good relationships with people. A lot of times people feel like, "Oh, I got your card or your contact and I know you." And it's like, you only know me when you want something. How about you just text me or email me just to check in, And so I think that over the years, I've built valuable relationships with people that have ultimately blessed me to be in rooms that, again, I never even thought of, reverting back to TV. That's because someone had been watching. And I want to be very clear. Social media, right? We got to make sure we're using social media to our advantage, right? So if you have a business, post your business. Post the things that you're doing, because that's how I was able to get on TV. Somebody said, "We have been following you for years, and we could not do a show about Houston and not put you on it."
Yep.
And to be very honest, my friends get on me all the time because I still feel like I'm just little Latoria from the north side, and they're like, "No, girl, you out here." And I'm like, "I'm just doing what I feel is best, and I'm allowing God to be my publicist while I'm everybody else's publicist."
Come on. You know, you mentioned faith, and I know you're a faith-based person, and we are at the Alignment Summit.
Yeah.
And the podcast is the Success Chronicles, so I'm going to merge them here. How has alignment helped you become successful?
Alignment is super, super important. There's times where I get calls about projects that sound amazing, but after I do a little prayer and I don't feel led to accept, and I've been called crazy by many people. You ain't gonna take that? That girl, they got a check, they got money, and I'm like, sometimes you gotta walk away from what the money look like and pay attention to the feeling of it. And again, as Chip said in my bio, I worked in entertainment since I was 18 years old. And this is a dark space, if y'all want to be very, very real. So it takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of being grounded. There's some people and some projects that I was in, and I had to say, God, I should have been obedient. Let me walk away from this because it no longer aligned with who I am. And then if you want to be honest, it didn't align at the beginning, and I wasn't being obedient. And God had to show me.
That's good. I love, too, how earlier you talked about your principles. I think it's important for us to have those core principles by which we operate in and don't sway from that. Now, we have to learn and grow and make adjustments and all of those things, but, you know, hang on to those core principles of what you believe in. And then that allows you to be in alignment with your assignment.
Hello.
Hold on.
Who missed it?
Wait a minute, y'all got you.
All right.
Notes. Take some notes, right? In alignment with your assignment, right? And that's when you're in that space. It's so good, right? Like it seems easy. Like my brother Derek said, like it looks easy, but really, like you're in your lane. You have systems in place. You are in alignment with what you're doing, and you're walking in purpose, and you're a whole example of all of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to, share with the audience, your social media, all the things, so they can go show you some love and support.
Absolutely. So I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Latorria, LATORRIA, on Instagram _L. My company name is Lemon. I'm the Lemon. Limelight is what we bring to our clients. And then media. We love the media. So Lemon Limelight Media is the company name. And as Chip said, we specialize in entertainment and hospitality. But we also do faith-based projects as well, if it aligns.
Come on. I see what you did. I see what you did there. Well, again, thank you so much for coming to the Alignment Summit and chopping it up with me. Good times. If y'all would just give Miss Latoria Lemon a round of applause.
Thank you. This is great.
Good stuff.
Go get it.